Hi guys, Elizabeth here, coming at you with my nail polish collection for January 2015. This is also a declutter, so my collection will be, what I'm finished with afterwards. I know it looks like I'm a super fast decision maker, or hopefully it'll be a fast video. I already filmed this once, made the tough decisions, and then there was no audio. So I don't know what happened. I hope it doesn't happen this time. The first thing I have is the Sally Hansen Double Duty base and top coat. I do like this. I've had it for a while, so it's getting a little thick. I'm going to try the Sesh Beat, but I'm going to keep it until I get the replacement. This is fairly new. It's Sally Hansen Hard as Nails, and I'm starting to use this as my base coat. So when it gets to the empties, I'll tell you, whether it worked, because you can see my nails are like pretty short because they keep breaking off. For some sparkle polish, I have Butter London's Henley Regatta. It's just got some hardened stuff down at the bottom. This is used up. I'm going to toss it out, but I did use this as a top coat. It wasn't opaque enough to use on its own, but I used it as a top coat of the other colors, and I did like it. But it's used up, so I'm tossing it out. This is Julep in Mila, M-I-L-A. It is a gorgeous silvery gray with a little red, just the teeniest red sparkles in it. I love this. It's beautiful. For my whites, I have this Creative Cold Shoulder. I really like this. I used half of it, but it's so old it got like crusty, and so I'm going to have to toss it. This is Ciate, and it's in Snow Virgin. It is a flat white. It takes 4 coats, and then it never dries, so I'm not even good conscience. I can't even give that to anybody. And this is Julep Isla, I-S-L-A. It is a milky white. It is an absolutely gorgeous color. I am keeping that. Here's some like pinks and light beiges. This is the Lauren B in City of Angels. It is an opaque pink color. I'm trying to get the lighting to show. It's hard to see on these pinks. It is gorgeous, except not with my skin tone. It just doesn't go for me. I'm going to find a friend or family member who will enjoy that. This is Beauty Bird's Yes I Do. I got this in a glossy box. Probably summer a couple years ago. It was in their bridal box. If you put 1 coat on, it just makes your fingers glossy. It looks like a top coat. If you put 2 coats on, then it gets streaky, and part of your fingernail is opaque, and part of it's not, and so it just didn't work out for me. So I'll pass that on. This is Tutti Frutti OPI nail lacquer. I am going to be not passing it on. I'm going to be throwing it out. Here's the situation. I bought a lot of OPI 8, 10, 12 years ago. When my husband and I first got married, he would give me gift certificates to the most expensive salon in town. And I mean, back 10, 12, 14 years ago, the manicures were $55. So I always picked up the nail lacquer that went with the manicure at the time. But then I never really polished my nails very much on my own back then. And so, unfortunately, a lot of my gorgeous OPIs that I love are just too old. You can see this polish costs $6 at the most expensive salon in town. And that was like 8, 10, 12 years ago when $6 was a horrendous price for nail polish. That tells you how old it is. I tried a couple months ago. I was going to open them up and try and see what was good. And they all just had a super strong odor, and a lot of them are going to have to go bye-bye. So that's a sad thing. And pretty much, I think this whole line is in the same boat of being too old. Gorgeous colors. I liked them the few times I used them, but I just wasted my money by buying too much and not using what I had. So, live from New York, it's OPI. It's kind of a dark bronzy color. This is Innsbruck Bronze. I mean, they were gorgeous. It's just a shame I didn't use them. This is How the Jamaica Mill. Beautiful, like, silver color. And this is Fiji Ouija Fun. You can see bad odor. This is when I first started opening them and trying them, but theoretically, I got on the websites, and OPI is supposed to last 2 years. Nail polish in general is supposed to last 2 years, but because of what it's made of, nothing really grows in it. It doesn't really get contaminated. So you should really be able to use your polish longer than that. But I figure by the time it's got a bad odor, it's time to move on. And it's not like I don't have a lot of other polishes. This is Spa Ritual Homebody. I love this. Probably about a year old. It is trying to get the color to show up. It's like a pinky brown, dark nude kind of color. Love that. This is Spa Ritual Wilderness. It's like a medium pink sparkle color, and it is just gorgeous. And this, I think, is like half a year old. Let's get some reds out here for consideration. This OPI and Deer Valley Spice, this is the very first OPI product I ever purchased. As you can see, I barely used it, and it's way too old. This is Color to Diner For. It's not as old as the other ones. It's probably only 4 or 5 years old, but I think I'm just going to get fresher polish. This one's kind of a crying shame. This is I'm Not Really a Waitress. This is probably only about 4 or 5 years old. Color's not really coming out true. It's a true like ruby red and gorgeous. I've used half of it, but I think since it's already 4 or 5 years old, if I really find I need to pick this up, before I go, if I don't have enough polish in the end, which I'm sure I will, then I think this is part of the regular collection and I can just pick up a fresher one. This is Magazine Cover Mouth by OPI. I love it. It was my favorite for 2013. It's a liquid sand polish. Just a beautiful like neutral red with sparkle in it. I love this polish, and it's only a year old. I'm keeping that. This is Nails Ink. It is the Victoria. This is a hard decision. It looks fine on my nails. I'm just not that fond of darker polish. It's just a personal preference. But this is that red-brown Marsala color. Like the first coat, it's more red than brown, which I like, but it's too streaky to only do one coat. And the second coat, which makes it opaque and fine, then it's more brown than red, which I don't quite like as well. But since it is color of the year, and it's only a year old, I'm going to go ahead and see how much I use it for the next year. Now here's the Strange Beautiful. It's a dual mini, one coat polish, red, like neutral, like right in the middle red. Loved it. Dark blue, didn't love it. The only problem I had is it's just got this teeny little caps because then they go like that. I tend to drop it while I'm painting my nails, and I was able, when I used the red, I was able to be quick enough to, wipe it off the surface. The surface where I was polishing my nails still stained a little bit blue. I've dropped both of them because I'm too butterfingers for that little cap, so I'm going to pass that on to someone who maybe is a little steady when they're polishing their nails. This is another old OPI. It is in Sahara Sapphire. And I pretty much used the whole bottle. There's just a little bit of crusties down in the bottom. So I did get my money's use out of that. It's a beautiful, like, steel gray blue color. Now for this is the only green I have. It's OPI nail lacquer in Gargantuan Green Grape. This is the only OPI I've had that I've ever been disappointed in. It is a 3 or 4 coat polish. It does not dry then. It's just too watery. The color is fine, but by the time you put 3 or 4 coats on, it just never dries. So I don't even think I can pass that on to anyone. So it might just hit the waste basket. This is Spa Rituals in Solitude. Beautiful colors, not very old polish, like maybe a year. Beautiful dark purple. It just doesn't go with my skin tone. So I'm going to find a friend or a family member who would enjoy that. This is Zoya in Odette. It's what I have on now. It's like a medium lavender color. Zoya, this is the only Zoya polish I have. I love the formula. I'm not that enamored with the color. I mean, it goes fine with my skin tone. It's just, I'm not that enamored. But when I put nail art on with it, I think I kind of like it better. So I'm going to go ahead and keep it. It's the only like purple lavender I have, and see how much use I get out of it. This last is a little mini from Nails Inc. It's called Brook Street, and it's a beautiful like coral color. I think it will go great for spring and summer. I used it this last spring and summer. It's already half used, so I'm sure I'll use that up. My goal for my nail polish collection is to actually use all of these polishes up. And so I only am running a collection big enough for polishes that I actually use and that I can use up in 1 or 2 years. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 polishes, and I'm also going to get a like light to medium blue in my Ipsy bag that's coming in January. I kind of snuck a peek at my Ipsy bag. I don't have it yet, but I sneak peeked it. So that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then that blue will be 9. And my goal is to go through all of my polish this year. Because what I kind of want to move to is nail stickers. This I've already used during the Halloween, but I kept them in case I wanted to do a accent nail. It's got the strong crossbones. This is kind of like a British thing. It's got the British flag. It's got kitties. It's got mustaches. These I got from the Dollar Tree. I got a lot of different brands to see if they work. This is Michelle brand. It's got flowers. Of course, it's got plastic on it, so it's glaring. And these are different kind of flowers. These are purple with gold squiggles. This is a black with a gold geometric design. These have like flowers and things on them. These are geometric designs and of different geometric designs. And then in case you haven't seen my what I got for Christmas video yet, these are some of the, I don't know how you can see that. These are like little white crystals. These are like ivory hearts, flowers, little crystal dots. These are a lot of flowers. They're actually what I have on right now. And I thought these were gorgeous. They're pink surrounded by white crystals. So that's kind of what I'm moving to. So I'm okay with the polish I have now. I figure if there's a polish I need, I can just go out and buy a fresh one. And that is my collection for January of 2015 and the declutter and everything. I do have I'm going to go offline I've got a lot of nail clippers, orange sticks, and all that stuff. I'm going to pare that down, and that will be it. And thanks for watching, you guys, and I will talk with you later.